It's doing well. Well, welcome back to the channel. Thanks as always for clicking on this video, and I'm joined by my daughter Emilie for our first ever wild camp. Familiar location, had to be this place. Emilie's got her own pack, adult sized pack. We just had to improvise. She's doing really well, taking our time and making steady progress to the plateau.
My really big.
It's really big, but
It's
you're
really
doing very
big.
well. High winds forecast around 40 miles an hour. We're in the MSR Tindheim. We've got some nice food.
I've got a walking stick.
A walking stick. Yeah, there's no rush, slow and steady wins the race. We'll crack on and we'll speak to you in a bit. What are your thoughts on that? You did very well. Pack doesn't fit right, but you did well. Probably about 7 kilos all in. So you're not used to climbing anything with a pack on, are you?
No.
So you've done well there. So excellent work. Very proud. We're a bit hot, so we're going to go and find somewhere to relax for a couple of hours before we think about pitching the tent. Should we press on?
Yeah.
You lead the way then.
I really like climbing Pendle Hill, and it was really hard with the backpack, but then I got to the top and it was all fine.
Yeah, so you're all fine now.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So yeah, I've taken obviously the lion's share of the load on this one. We've got quite a lot of bits and pieces just to keep us, well, to keep Emilie really nice and comfortable throughout the night. But yeah, it was a fair old slog. It always is up that route. We've got some nice bits and pieces which I'll show you, but for now I'm just going to get the tent set up and get Emilie out the wind, because there's a fresh southwesterly blowing in from the Irish Sea. So we get our shelter set up and Emilie can get nice and warm out the wind.
I'm just putting in the pegs.
What is that?
Honcho Poncho.
Honcho Poncho. And how does it work?
You do that, but sometimes I need Daddy's help.
That's it. All out. Push it so it goes inside out. That's it. Now what do you do?
Just need to find the head bit.
And is it a nice cosy poncho?
Yeah.
Keeps you nice and warm.
And then you do this.
Warm and cosy. You've got a lovely pocket there for your sweets.
And you can put your arms through here.
Sweeties. Put that on if you're a bit cold. Hey! The Honcho Poncho. It doesn't matter. And then zip your sweet pocket up.
You assume my sweets then.
So we bought, well I brought the Delta ground anchors. Do you know what they are? The big yellow sort of sturdy pegs, which mean when the wind gets high later, we'll be nice and safe inside the tent. I'm going to put them on. I'm going to let Emilie get inside the tent now when I'm doing these final bits and she can get out the wind. But yeah, the Tindheim 2 going to be nice and solid. We've got vestibule into the wind and it's going to be a good camp.
I have this game thing, and it's a grey thing, and it has loads of games on it, so I'm going to play on that.
It's going to keep you busy.
Yeah.
Right, so we get in.
Yeah, guys, just a reminder, you need to take off your shoes before you get into the tent.
No shoes in tents.
Nope.
Daddy's rule.
And there's probably a good pocket.
And you can do it.
Gently.
Yep. Hold the zip apart so you're not dragging it. That's it. And then go on your knees, stick your feet out and get your shoes off. Go on, you'll be nice and warm in there. Do you want to get in the main bit of the tent?
Yes, sir.
Go on, told you how to do the zips. All the way round. On the top one.
This is big.
It's huge. It's not cold now, is it? You're nice and warm now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Do you want your game?
Pardon?
Do you want your game?
Yes, please.
Bye.
Bye.
So there we go, fully guyed out, and on all the sort of structural guy lines I'm using the ground anchors because the wind is forecast to pick up to over 40. However, you can never quite rely on that forecast, but it's good. I've obviously used this before with Tom. Yeah, a nice tunnel tent, good venting. Reminds me a little bit of the Hilleberg Namage. But it's pitched vestibule into the wind, which is coming from that direction, southwest stroke westerly. So that's pretty much all the sort of camp tasks done, apart from setting up the inside of the tent, getting the rucksacks inside sheltered. It's a very busy day at this location, absolutely walkers everywhere. But yeah, it's a bit of a wait up those steps, very heavy pack, but yeah, definitely worth it for Emilie's first wild camp. Really proud moment. She did very well going up those steps. It's very tough. She didn't complain once. She just got on with it, and that's all you want to see. Absolutely perfect. So yeah, we'll get the inside of the tent set up. The wind is picking up a little bit. Probably won't be able to hear it because of the dead cat on the mic, but yeah, camp's starting to look like home. That's it. Pull it down a bit so it's equal on both sides.
I'm here every weekend with 2 hours of fantastic music from the world of cinema. Timeless Hollywood classics, nostalgic favourites, huge blockbusters, the lot. I'd love you to join me.
Saturday night at the movies. Saturdays from 7 on Classic FM with a haunting.
So we're all set up in here now, aren't we?
Yep.
Can you do me a ponytail in a minute?
No, I don't want a pony. I want
No, me. For my hair.
a pony in yours.
Yeah.
Grab up all the hair. You've got too much hair.
Yeah,
He's got
Okay.
too much hair to do it.
I think that too. Look at our nice drying line. So we've got our gloves drying there. Emily, you've got your mitts somewhere, haven't you?
Yeah, I think they're
We've got a micro candle lantern. Cap drying in the wind. And our window on the wild, of course, we can see out through the vents. And we've got one at the back, but we've got that closed at the moment just to keep Emily nice and warm. You nice and comfy? What would you rate it so far out of 10?
10.
Good choice. Oh, listen to the wind. Pendle witches. Well, Emily's fast asleep. Been having a little snooze with her, but she's still fast asleep, nice and cosy and secure in the tent. I always remember when I was younger, you know, little camping trips, back garden camps, and you feel, well, I did, nice, you know, secure and warm, relaxed in the tent, and hopefully she's, you know, feeling the same. She certainly looks to be. She's having a great time. Bit of a window in the weather, although it's quite a chilly wind. I I love this spot, I really do. Really special place to me. That I've mentioned it plenty of times, but I never shut up about it. I love the history of the area, and there's just fascination with it all. I love the village of Barley, love the Pendle Inn. Yeah, it's a nice place. So I'm going to give it about 15-20 minutes, and I'll wake Emily up and I'll get something to eat. We've got some burgers to cook up, some nice Aberdeen Angus burgers to fry. So we're going to have some cheeseburgers, and we have to modify the meal plans when we got the little ones with us, and they don't like those dehydrated meals. So, but yeah, luckily the rain's staying off. Hopefully it'll stay off for as long as possible, but it's definitely forecast later. What a lovely day, looking out over to the Ribble Valley, over to the Irish Sea. You can see Blackpool Tower in the distance. Don't know why I'm pointing at it, you won't be able to see it with this camera, but yeah. And then obviously the views into West Yorkshire. Lovely. What a magical experience. It always is wild camping, but even better. I mean, Tom had his first wild camp up here many months ago now with my friend Ant and his son Charlie, and now Emilie's doing hers as well. So yeah, I'm hoping that the both of them, you know, grow up with a love of the outdoors, and you know, they might go on their own, you know, one day, keep it up, start their own sort of Instagram account, YouTube channels, which they've got, by the way. I'll link both of theirs in the description box. But yeah, I hope they enjoy it and have a lifetime of outdoor adventures too. So enough rambling, I'll show you around the tent. And a bit of wind chill, I was demonstrating that earlier. It's nice and, well, it's nice and cold, I enjoy it, but it's almost at the time where, you know, it's not comfortable to be out unless you've got gloves on, so hence the reason for bringing mine on this. How was your sleep?
God, it was really cosy and warm.
Nice and warm?
Yeah.
You hungry now?
Yeah.
You've got that other blanket, don't forget your ponchos down there, so
Yeah.
you can stay nice and warm.
Yeah.
And the beer?
Fine drop of beer.
Fine drop.
Yeah.
It's rude to do that when we're filming. Emily, don't do that. So we're having the first.
No, have the cacao.
No, we don't want that one yet. We're having the first drop, the first hazy pale ale.
I'm not tired anymore.
Oh,
Can I review it too?
it's a lively one. I'll let you do it because it's your first wild camp. You're only allowed one little sip, but I'm having the first one because I'm thirsty. and I'm in charge.
Hey, don't drink it all. Why do you always do that after beer? You go.
I don't know, it makes me do it. It's just a reflex. Right, 2 hands. One little sip.
Fine drop.
A fine drop.
Yeah, it's good.
No more.
Tasty.
Tasty.
I think all beers taste like the same.
Doesn't taste the same. What does that taste of? If you had to describe it, what would you say?
Tropical.
Tropical. Are you just reading the can?
No.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Yay.
Tropical. And you've got your mitts if you've got cold hands, do you know?
Yeah.
And that blanket to put round your shoulders.
Yeah.
So you can do a bit of filming with your GoPro now.
Mhm.
For your viewers. Emilie's channel is excellent, Emilie, and I'll link it in the description. So, and Tom's. You want the wind meter to measure the wind for me?
Guys, I love doing wild camping.
I know you're a natural, aren't you, like your brother?
Yeah, I'm like Tom and Daddy.
So you move with those arrows left and right, and that'll tell you the wind speed. So there you go.
One time
Hold it, point it in the direction of the wind, which is behind the tent, behind me. So point it at me, so you can see the screen. Turn it around. That's it. You hold it like that. Hold it up. What is it?
3 miles an hour.
3.
Wait, no, 2.8, no, 2.2, no, it's 1.7.
Point it down there then, a little bit. No.
No,
You
it's fine.
you stay looking at the screen.
That's 4.2.
So it's like that. Its back's always into the wind, and you hold it. Got a cup of tea. What is it now?
22.4 miles an hour. 5.3 miles an hour.
So if you use those buttons, the left and right arrows, you can look at temperature, the maximum speed, all different bits, okay?
One time I was in York and me and my mum went into the Golden Fleece, the really haunted pub.
Scary that. I love it in there.
Yeah.
But you hold it, you're in charge of that now.
Because my mum took me in there.
Yeah,
once.
me and mummy went there, had some pints.
Really good burger.
Tasty.
Mhm.
Burger cooked outdoors. Look at that. The lovely sun. Can't beat that, can you?
And soon it's going to be really rainy and cloudy. And I'm sort of hoping that no one comes here later on wild camps. 'Cause I
Fingers
want
crossed.
Guys, look how much juice that has.
Juicy burger. Right, you enjoy that. So how was your tea?
Good. It was really tasty and juicy, the burgers.
Nice burgers.
Yep.
And the
So,
last one was a bit of a barbecue special.
yep. But I did like the first one better because that had loads of juicy burger in it.
Right, what's the temperatures like now, Emilie?
Let
It was cold, wasn't it?
me just see.
We're going to go and walk to the trig point.
Well, I can't see it right now because the lid's on it. But
We'll update the viewers in a bit.
yeah, we'll see you later. And
What are we doing now?
We're walking to the trig point.
Go and see what the views are like.
Mhm.
Okay,
And from here you can see Blackpool Tower.
you can do, can't you?
Yeah.
Come on, we got to go back the way we came. You lead the
Yep.
way.
Let's go. There's some shop here, so we've got to be careful.
Emily's having a first run in with sheep poo. Loads of it, isn't there?
There's loads of sheep caca.
All over the path. The nicest bits to walk on. The nicest pictures.
Ah,
They always choose that, don't they?
yeah, there's sheep caca everywhere.
You're getting warmer. Oh, there's a slug. This is a good place to pitch as well.
I just saw a caca. Oh, there's some more.
People camp here a lot. You get phone signal on this bit. We've elected for solitude.
You wear me down. My actions won't be forgiven. When we first met, a simple text.
Listen to some podcasts, a bit of Deborah Hatswell, and find out about spooky creatures. Spooky creatures of the moors. So should we get back and get nice and warm?
I'm having the white and pink squishies, them ones.
Don't keep your hands out too long. Right, we're going to go and get back to the tent and warm up. Well, it's spooky out there, isn't it? Just having crisps.
Pepperoni flavour pizza.
Having pepperoni Doritos.
Flavour pizza.
Got the lantern on. And there's some quite strong gusts. I'm having a few pistachios. Excuse the red light filter. A little bit of red. And it's very, very dark out there now and very cold.
Oh, is that wine in there?
Yeah. Well, we've just been looking out at the fireworks over toward Blackpool. But now it's time to get tipped up. Well, good morning everyone. A nice relaxing night's sleep, albeit very windy, very stormy. I'm glad we had the protection of the wall behind us. It was absolutely howling through there. Nevertheless, there was still some, and there still are, some very strong gusts hitting the tent. It's done really well. How did you sleep, Emily?
Good and cosy.
Good and cosy. It was very windy, wasn't it, in the night?
Yeah.
Got quite a lot of rain if I turn you around. So there we go, the fog, the murk and the mist has descended. A very different scene out there from yesterday. We're just going to get a morning coffee and a hot chocolate for Emily, get something to eat, and we'll start packing up.
Are we having them? Are we having them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brunch bars, easy and quick, that's what we need. Well, a very different scene this morning. The wind is howling the other side of this wall, and there's a lot of moisture in the air, which is just forming on all the solid objects, and that's what's been forming on the tent. Performed very well. Obviously it's been taking a few gusts side on. There's a bit of a southwesterly, but yeah, it's held well. It did well the last time I used it in the Peak District, and it's a good bit of kit. Heavy, but for two people, if you want to split it up, not so much of an issue. And for me, someone who's used to carrying heavy weights up, and as much as I say I want to try and get things lightweight, it never actually happens. But yeah, look at it, it's doing well. Is he all right?
Yeah.
You got your hot chocolate to keep you nice and warm?
Yeah.
We'll get this tent down.
Okay.
So there you go, the obligatory leave no trace. It's all about making sure that we leave the place like it was, if not better than when we turned up. Right, come here, little wild camper. I think Emilie's done really well on this in less than ideal conditions. As you can see, it's pretty grim this morning, and
It's foggy.
It's foggy. She sat patiently with a hot chocolate whilst I was putting the tent away. There's been no moaning or grumbling on the ascent with your adult sized pack. So you've done really well. I'm very proud. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's not even heavy now.
It's not heavy now. It's never as heavy on the way back. Would you recommend wild camping to other people?
Yeah.
Other boys and girls, should they give it a go?
Like Tom.
Yeah.
Me.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Go and enjoy the great outdoors yourself. Get out, whatever the weather. Have a fantastic time. Leave no trace. And yeah, just go and enjoy it. I'll see you on the next adventure, and take care.
Bye. Subscribe and like and thumbs up.